Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. I am very sorry I had to stop the music before the drop, but that's what happens in Dota. I'm QuestText, and once again, I am joined by Stefl. How is it going?
It's going great. I'm a bit in, in fear that I might have messed up the settings, but it seems fine so far. Since I reconnected, I had to like set up everything again.
Okay.
But we have the ticket going for us, so can't be any better from what we see so far.
We do what we can, and I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Suddenly, reverse captain's draft.
Yeah. So,
yeah, well, we're looking at Eternal Envy's lead now.
Yeah, and this could be the last game if they're able to take this next one.
We say Shadow Feint Magnus. It seems like they are banning those two when they are on Dire.
Yeah. I wonder if they're respect bans.
Yeah.
So, no, because once again, Magnus is Eternal Envy, was Teddy and Talera playing them, so...
Yeah, that's why I think, like, they don't have a reason to respect ban. And again, the Juggernaut coming through for the first round.
First pick Beast.
I really like that we see like completely different drafts every single game in this series. Like,
it's very bizarre.
I mean, yes, okay, we have seen like 2 Juggernauts, we've seen like 2 Linas, and 3 Lions, but it has like always had a certain feel to like every draft in itself was different.
Yeah, we have yet to see a Troll Warlord, I think. Maybe
yeah, he was banned out every time.
Yeah.
I think RizeGaming banned him every single game.
5 seconds. Hurry.
I do not blame them at all. Stupid hero.
Yeah. Well, the Chen didn't work out, the Bat Rider didn't work out. So, what are RizeGaming looking to pick up now? What do you think?
I think they need to go with something a little bit more standard. Maybe just initiation and stun. So Centaur, someone like that. Axe is still available if they want to go for the scumbag pickup. I don't know. What about you?
Well, it seems like it's Lion and Storm Spirit. But I mean, I was thinking that they should go something like they tried in the first game. Like, I think they had like way heavier team fight back then with the Phoenix and such.
Yeah.
And maybe if they try to trace what they did in the first game right and what didn't go right in the last 2 games, they might get an idea on how to win this game. And Eternal Envy's this time picking up the Skybreath Mage which synergizes great with the Beastmaster.
Yeah, and also works really well in shutting down the Storm and the Lion.
Yeah. So we see heavy synergy coming out from Eternal Envy's Disciples, as well as the fact that this is also quite decent team fight so far. While RizeGaming more looking for a pickup style.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to work with this Storm Spirit, because obviously Skywrath can work well against him, but of course Storm Spirit can work very well against Skywrath if he's able to get a good pick off one-on-one, especially if he's at the point where he's sitting on his Orchid.
Yeah. Okay, that is a respect ban this time.
Yeah, 100%.
They don't want to face it again. I think they already had like difficulties facing the Phantom Lance in the first game. The difference was they had 2 carries against 1 in that game, and that pretty much decided it. And this time, no Phantom Lancer, so we're going to say, I think, like completely different carry for Eternal Envy's Disciples this time. Like, they had like Juggernaut and Phantom Lancer so far, so their number 1 core will be different. It might be still the Draw Ranger.
They ban out the Night Stalker.
Yeah, I'm not what. That is what actually makes me think of the Draw Ranger, because like Night Stalker is pretty decent to deal with her. I mean, On the other hand, looking at the fact that RizeGaming picked up Spirit Breaker already, he's also good against the Drow Ranger. There's actually a lot of heroes that are really good against the Drow Ranger. With the Zeus, there's another hero that is actually quite good against the Drow Ranger. I'm repeating myself. Well, is there any hero that's not good against the Drow Ranger?
Why do people pick everyone as a counter?
Yeah.
No, it's a good lineup they've got so far. I'm concerned that they may have too much magical. They need some physical behind them, I think.
RizeGaming themselves could pick up a Drow Ranger.
Hey, it would work.
It would work, yeah. Like, get a beefy offlaner maybe, and it would work. Yeah, definitely.
Reserve time.
Ah.
I'm really hoping. I'm not gonna say I don't think, but I'd be surprised. But I'm really hoping that we see the Jungle Storm Spirit, because that is amazing to watch.
Oh, it's a Trend Protector.
Oh, they let him slip and he's got through. I'm gonna get Jakiro pickup.
No, Eternal Enemies was the one to do the banning it so far. So it's like their choice to pick him this time, and RizeGaming. I see more and more Drow Rangers being picked as fifth pick.
The Jakiro will work quite well against the Treant, but also the Treant can do alright against the Jakiro, so...
10 seconds to pick.
Well, it's a pretty standard matchup, I guess.
5 seconds
Like,
remain.
at least to burn, like, every kind of
Reserve
dots are, like, really great against Trend Protector.
Yeah. Anything that can bring down those ticks just much quicker.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really not sure what they're looking at now, but it is a Phoenix, and basically this is like.
I love this combo.
I'm like thinking, I've seen this draft before, but I'm not sure it was by Cloud9. And I'm thinking who picked this one. That is like Alliance. That's an Alliance draft, right there.
It's so strong. They've got so much disable, and of course the egg will be in the middle of all of it.
Yeah. Like Sochka picking up the Trend Protector. Not Sochka. God, it was fucking Matt. Right, he's playing for them now. Like, fucking Matt was always a great friend of the Trend Protector, and that's what got me. Like the idea, where I've seen this draft before. I mean, like the synergy between Trend Protector and Phoenix is again huge, absolutely huge. Just because the ult of Trend Protector blocks auto attacks, and with the Troll gone, you again have nothing to like counter the egg easily.
Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised by the Undying ban.
Yeah, I was expecting to see a ban on some sort of carry, because of course Eternal Envies are picking last. I like the ban on the Medusa by Ryze, because we talked earlier about what it's like if you let Treant get late and he's picked up a Scepter. They've got vision everywhere, but also the fact that against Ryze's lineup, they would currently win late game.
Only 10 seconds.
RizeGaming, I want to see Elder Titan.
5 seconds remain.
I really want to see the offlane Elder Titan. But it's Doom.
Doom.
Dire team
I don't know what I think about that. What are your opinions?
I'm not too sure about this Doom either. Like, I'm not sure if it's offlane or safe lane. I mean, it's really hard to pinpoint where RizeGaming's heroes are going right now. Miranda probably knows it already, but like for us, it is like completely in the stars.
Yeah.
Oxia
10 seconds.
will have to pick up a carry, which is Lycan. And I really think that is a good pick. Like, he can tear through everything once the BKB is coming up. Like, he just runs in and has a good time.
Yeah.
There's no stopping.
What I like that.
And even if he's doomed, like, he doesn't care past his ultimate. Like, if Lycan ulti...
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the offline Doom, I guess. Mastermind again taking mid, and This means we see what's his name? God, I'm bad. Bad caster is bad.
Oh, I don't remember.
10 seconds.
Oh God. Jamais vu. Anyway, McGraw, like him.
5 seconds. Hurry.
So,
hurry.
Beastmaster mid on Tolerant offline Phoenix. And I guess we are having an issue.
Looks like... Oh yeah, we do have one problem. Doesn't seem to be any DC just yet. But we'll give it a couple of minutes. While we do that, we will introduce the teams we have got on the side of EAD for what could very well be the last game in the series. Okia going to be playing that Treant Protector. Teddy picking up the Beastmaster. We've got Silvos playing the Skywrath Mage. McCraw going to be going on that Lycan. And we're finishing off with Talera once again in the offlane on that Phoenix.
Yeah. And on the Lion, Lure on the carry Storm Spirit Grass. Miranda taking the Jakiro support. Mastermind on Zeus mid. And finally, we see Crush Dota taking the offlane on the Doom.
How well do you think he's going to do here? Because EED don't have any outright stuns, but they have a lot of slow.
It's hard to say, like, Scorched Earth could save him against the slows. I mean, it gives him a slight bonus movement speed buff. On the other hand, they will not allow the big camp ever to spawn.
Yeah.
So that's... I don't really think that he should die too often because, like, after maximum of one death, he should just retreat.
I agree with that.
To the jungle.
Murder each other for my amusement.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes, though, because if they do stop, like you say, stop this camp from spawning, it will set him back a long way. It will not stop his progress, because he can still eat creeps, but it will definitely put a dent in it.
Yeah. And I mean, as a melee offlaner, you always have a problem facing a Treant Protector. Because, as we see, he just stands there.
Yeah.
And zones. Like, there's nothing else.
I've got 85 damage, come at me, bro.
Yeah.
He feels just fine going against that. Doom is one of the guys that can sort of do an alright attack on him, but even so, he is heavily outpaced, and that's not even counting the Skywrath Mage throwing bolts at you all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and we see him going to the jungle. And that's the right decision, in my opinion.
What do they do here now that he's going into the jungle? Do they, as soon as they realise this, leave Lycan alone and try and support other lanes, or what's the plan?
Well, I think they should just get as much farm going as possible for the Doom. I don't really think he will go to offlane again. So get some stacks going, deny Tolera as much as XP as possible. Basically, that's all they can do, in my opinion.
Yeah. Tolera is having a pretty horrible time as it stands, getting laned out pretty heavily by the Jakiro and the Lion, who are also able to do a few stacks and do a little bit of farming themselves.
Yeah. Teddy having a good time on mid so far. I mean, he got most of the last hits that were available.
Yeah, he's doing pretty decent, especially considering he's against a Zeus who is fairly decent at zoning out, especially melee heroes.
Yeah. Yeah, on the other hand, like, the Beastmaster is tanky, and basically that is what makes him able to stay in lane. Doom taking that rune, snatching it.
I think the big thing about that is they've got confirmation Dooms in the jungle now.
Yeah.
If they go ahead and leave McGraw, which I think is the play here, let him get those levels, I am very concerned about the amount of damage and the amount of impact he can have later on.
Yeah. Like, we've seen McGraw having a bit of a farm lead on Grass every game that Grass was on the safe lane. So we will see how exactly this will impact it, because Grass not having exactly the free farm you'd like to get, but Tolar also not being too disruptive so far, rather messing with the supports than going to mess with the Storm Spirit.
Yeah. He's doing alright. Net worth as well is pretty equal, seeing as First Blood has yet to be given up, which is one of the latest times we've seen in these best of 5 that First Blood is still available.
We might actually see it now.
Oh yeah, they could be a bit of a problem for Lur. They have got some supports rotating in, but here are the slows we talked about, and it's too much. It goes the way of the Skywrath Mage.
No. I think Zeus is actually not facing a too favorable lineup. Like, normally you want him to have like squishy targets on mid, or anywhere even, to like farm, but like 3 of the heroes aren't squishy at all. Like Lycan, Beastmaster, and Trent, all of them don't really care about the damage he makes early.
Crush is playing a dangerous game now because he's decided to come back in and he is a lower level. He does have the nice regen from the Satyr and he's got Scorched Earth as well, and in fact he's looking at doing a large amount of damage to McGraw, but here comes the rest of the team and they do some return damage, scaring him off.
Tolera might be looking to pick up Miranda, but dies.
I didn't quite work out. And they are going for the TP away. Nice play.
Always a bit too greedy, yeah. I mean, the boar slowed the Jakiro like from like way past the rune until there, and Tolera just taking too long to go in and snatch the kill.
So, this is a nice stack down in the top area around the jungle camps. Going to look and try and make it a 4-man stack, and I think it's going to be pretty successful, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this could either be for the Phoenix or for the Lycan. Like, both can actually clear stacks quite easily.
Yeah, they've got a lot of kill potential on those guys. Get another slow coming out onto Crush. Once again, just to sort of discourage him from coming too far up. He takes a pounding from the big tree.
Actually, now that I consider it, like the Scorched Earth of the Doom is actually quite good against living armor. Just because it's like a lot of ticks with a low damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point, and we have got those 2 levels in living armor, so like most, he is going to go ahead and favour that just for the survivability of every lane.
I think that Doom is that. Looking at the rotation of the Skywrath.
Yeah, they'll go for that slow and a large amount of damage. They've also got dive potential from the wolves and such. They'll go straight onto the tree ant, and the Scorched Earth movement boost, pretty strong. Crush, he's looking at going in. I don't know how well that'll work out for him.
Well, I mean, the slows are spent, and the Trent doesn't have the mana for the slow. So,
yeah.
I mean, now he has it, but if he had it earlier, that was a kill.
So, I've got to be honest, I was not expecting Crush to stay alive as long as he has after he rotated back in from the jungle, but he's proven me wrong, and he's playing fairly well.
Yeah. The problem that Rise is currently facing is that their Lion is like level 3.
Yeah, that's...
Actually, it's not a problematic looking at the fact that Skywrath and Trent are level 3 too, but you are trying to get like beyond that point as soon as possible.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, one of the things that could be very good is sacrifice this Lion's farm and its experience for more on the Jakiro, so he can get the 3rd and 4th levels onto Liquid Fire. Zeusort comes out and Doom brings down Lycan with the Scorched Earth. Meanwhile, they see out Tolera because of it, and they are going to look at bringing him down. There's the living armor. Icarus Dive comes out to get him to safety. TP rotations come in. The tower has fallen, but the supports, they aren't able to do anything.
Rice, again, being more effective on the early push. This time they're looking to capitalize more on it. I mean, the Magic Wand coming out for the Storm Spirit as well as a bottle. Yes.
Yeah.
So he got some better farm this time.
Yeah, he has had that bottle for a little while, I think, and done some bottle crowing.
Oh,
But
I missed that.
maybe I'm wrong. It may have been the Zeus that. Yeah, it would have been the Zeus that was bottle crowing.
No. I mean, he's doing way better than his previous games. His previous 2 games.
Yeah.
On top, we see a slow engagement by a Phoenix and a Scarlet Mage.
Crush Dota already on the retreat. Didn't spot it out, just had a feeling, and of course the creep wave was pushing anyway, so that's okay for him. And they leave some space for Grotz to get some free farm.
Yeah, like Storm is actually a hero that can like be huge in the mid game if.
Oh, this time they won't crush. It's a nice ice wall, but McCraw is on the wrong side of it, and they bring him down. Earth Spike comes out, doesn't latch, and they are looking for more onto Miranda, but they are more than happy with that pickup onto the Doom. Silver's gonna fall to the Mastermind. They're gonna get the return kill.
Are not getting the tower, as it seems.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
The bird giving them vision there of the whole situation.
It's also not into deny range, so that's okay. And they do some damage to the tier 1 in the middle lane.
So yeah, overall I guess a good trade.
Yeah, it was a win, but it wasn't as clean as they would have liked it to have been.
Yep.
Teddy really low, going to get healed up by the living armor.
Yep.
And is that the Necro book we're seeing on him?
Yeah, that's the start of the Necro book.
Yeah.
Radiant have fortified their towers.
Nice fortification, getting the tower in deny range. That will be probably denied as soon as possible.
Yeah, oh, they're going in for the shapeshift. The Doom comes out, it's a little bit too late, and like you said, they can still not do much with it now. They're trying to give chase, but of course he is hasted because of his ultimate, and he gets out alive. We've got Mastermind, who has an actual haste rune, though, going to be giving chase to McCraw, gets spotted out by the Wolves, and he is getting burst down pretty quick by them on the retreat.
Yeah, it's actually really annoying that while McGraw is in his ultimate, the Wolves are faster than you can run with the haste rune.
Yeah, that's pretty upsetting.
Yeah.
But they get the deny on the tier 1.
And that is all they wanted.
Yeah. We get a 10-minute Midas onto Doom, so he'll be coming online quicker. Not the quickest Midas in the world for a Doom, but he was in the offlane and he did have a pretty horrible time before he went into the jungle.
I mean, like, Doom is also always going to get his gold.
Yeah.
Like, you can't stop the farm of the Doom.
It's too much. The guy has too much gold on his hands.
So, what are probably seeing... Oh! Where did he go so low? Grass?
Oh, wow.
He nearly died to the creeps there.
Did he soul ring?
I'm not sure what he did, but like, that was really risky. And who will actually soul ring now? Won't he? Oh no. He's not risking it.
Oh, he's gonna be alright, but just.
It's time for Phoenix to find him.
Yeah. Just one laser blast randomly into the face.
Yeah. So, what was that talking before? I was like shocked by grass going that low.
I'm trying to remember. I think it's escaped me as well.
Oh well. Well, one thing that I was trying to mention before, the Trend Protector will actually defend those towers quite easily for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, that is why it actually hurts that they lost the tier 1 bottom so early.
Unless they commit the big push, because Shakiro can obviously push through it fairly quick. But they'll need a lot to bring it down regardless, because Liquid Fire, it's not going to bring a tower down on its own in one steady push. And that's what you need to do against the Treant, because he can heal them up over time.
Yes. I mean, on mid, there's a slight engagement, but Beastmaster safe. Teddy not being in too much trouble. Also looking for negative.
Nice roar. They're going to try and bring this guy down now. They get the finger out onto Teddy, caught in the ice wall. He falls to the earth spike. Mastermind going to burn to death. He commits the ultimate, doesn't catch anybody, and he is going to drop. Doom got scorched earth, giving chase. Going to back off. He didn't have a level in, level death there anyway, so I don't think he was going to catch the Skywrath.
Yeah. I mean, they're trading the mid laners at this point, but considering that EED initiated there, I think they're happy with this trade, especially since they should be able to take this tower.
I think that would have been a different fight if they committed the egg.
Definitely, yes. Question is though, would have wanted that? Like, you want to have the egg like in bigger situations as that, and no egg. Yeah, that would have been too risky.
Yeah, I think that would have been a terrible idea.
It's like 5 attacks with 3 heroes around, and you didn't hit your slows. Like that's not something you want. And as we see, middle tower getting healed up, decent regen, 10 HP per second. That's the disgusting thing about Trent. Like as we talked about some drafts before, Trent really potent support late game. Now we was.
He doesn't have level 6. That's the issue. If they had this, they would 100% go.
They spotted him. Oh, but the sun misses.
They've also got some visibility. He gets revealed now. They catch the Ice Wall. They do get the Roar, but it doesn't latch onto anybody. And you've got a Storm Spirit there. The Dooms come out onto the Phoenix. Crush is pretty low, and he's taking a lot of damage. Here comes the Zeus ultimate. Everyone on the side of EED is dropping low. Uxa falls. They're looking for Teddy as well. The Skywrath's already gone. Grat's running around. He doesn't know who to click on, though. Indecision may lose him this. He does manage to brick up one, but I think he could have got a lot more there.
Yeah. Like if it would...
Oh, no!
What? How did he get the tree?
Okay, that was either the static remnant or the overload proccing on something else.
I think that was the overload proccing on somewhere else.
Wow.
The tree wasn't in range.
Wow.
Oh, they're trying to deny it. They're trying to deny it. Will it happen?
They get it. Nice.
Oh, nice. Nice play by McGraw. Still, again, you don't want to lose towers when you have a Trent Protect on your lineup. It's like way more important to defend them than in a normal lineup. Like, it's increasing the worth of a single tower. Definitely.
You could tell in that fight that EED were desperate for that 6, hanging around here, hoping that the tower would kill off the creep wave just enough. And it didn't happen.
It didn't happen early enough, and then we saw the Doom on the Phoenix, so the whole combo was not, and yeah. They lost to tier 1, and the Storm will start snowballing now. He has the Orchid. That's what he looked for.
Nice Ancient start coming out, though, on EED. Teddy and McGraw gonna share the food here. Zeus scouts it out. Also scouts out the Tree Ant, who was in pretty deep, just sort of wandering around doing some scouting.
Yeah. One important thing to note... I mistook like Oxia for having first light engagement like that. I was like shocked for a moment, but it was only the rune. I was like, is Zeus fighting Oxia there? But like, nope. Rune. I mean, one thing I wanted to mention is like Necronomicons. We already have 2 in this game for EED. And I mean, those guys are getting really strong with this.
Here they go, they jump in. Sylvos falls to the overload. They were trying to do Roshan, and the overgrowth comes out. This time it catches Lur. They do bring him down. Lots of zips and grass. He is now out of mana, bottling up. They've brought down the Jakiro. Once again, they get the Roar onto Stormspirit. Here's all of their focus. He has very little mana to get out of this situation. Getting lasered up. Does get out to the right side where he needs to be. You've got Doom coming in. You've got people pretty low. Here comes the egg. Very defensive. It secures the ages. And now, who do they want? You got 13 seconds on the Zeus ultimate, but he's not going to be able to bring anybody down with the health regen from the egg.
Yeah.
That was a big risk. It paid off.
And mid, Master might actually die.
Oh, another slow from the Icarus, but no.
He didn't commit there. I think that's because he saw the Doom, knowing that that's actually a dangerous dive. With the Doom, it should be actually enough to kill off the Phoenix before anything else happened.
Yeah, we are getting the initiation onto Sylvos. He falls.
And I mean, Grass is like looking really dangerous this game.
Absolutely. He is tearing through people.
Yeah, he's 6-0-0. Like, that's something you want to see on your safe laner.
Yeah, oh, we do have in the middle lane a big fight. McGraw getting dragged back, excuse me. He's going to die once. Here comes the overgrowth. Catches onto 3 of them. You got Teddy there. Raw available. He commits it onto the Zeus instead of the 2, though. And McCraw gets doomed up. I think that was a misplay. They do bring down the Zeus. They're looking at Grass as well. He would be a big kill, and they managed to get it onto Teddy for a double kill. And now it's coming onto Crush. Not much health. He drops. He ate a Necro book, it looks like.
Yeah, sadly that's not... sadly that's not going to make you deny yourself.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what was going on there, but that was such a big health drop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was like a really good result for EED.
Yeah.
And we will actually see the Zeus having more and more problems with the Necrobooks. I mean, look at how fast the Necrominion is like just bashing at the tower. Like those Necronomicon minions are doing like 130
It's
damage.
horrible. It's just Howl is so strong.
Yeah.
And Lur close to death. Here come the wolves. They manage to pick it up. We get the initiation in from Grass. We get some more TPs going, but they have to bring them down quick. You do get the egg coming out, and you've got the living armor onto Silvos, currently still alive. They're focusing the egg, but he is going to get the stun off here. They catch out Grass. They also commit the raw. They bring him down. They can get out now and be really happy with that result, but they get the Earth Spike onto Talera. Here comes the Sata damage that Doom is holding. Living armor once again trying to do the job of keeping him alive. He's got to try and get out of here, but no, Nature's Guys. Fade time was too much.
In the meantime, though, Jakiro was actually taking the top tier 2.
Yeah, that's
actually
something.
The whole lane. The tier 1 was previously still standing, so, well, in terms of power, still even.
Yeah, and we are seeing a gold dip now for EED and experience as well, but experience is a 1,000 advantage. Gold is basically 0.
Yeah. Well, but that's a situation Rise was looking at. Like, with the Storm being like in a really good position, you actually look at your snowball at that point, and it didn't happen. And on bottom, he's trying to get a tree.
Oh yeah, it's not going to work out by the looks of it. I've got the silence on him, but no, he's going to be okay. He gets the overload as well. He's looking for a double kill, and he does secure it. Here come the blades and the Icarus dive to pick it up in revenge.
I mean, in that situation, I think it was actually worth it.
Yeah.
Like, after he got like caught out with the silence and the ultimate, getting 2 kills was the best thing he could do, and well, he got them. And he's probably satisfied with it, looking at a Bloodstone really soon.
I would say. It's a shame he didn't have his Bloodstone beforehand, because that would have been great for him. But here comes the Lycan army. Mastermind, beautiful play! Good job, sir. He 4-staffs out and TPs away. They go on to Crush down bottom, though, and that guy does drop.
Yeah, I really think Crush should be not dying anymore. I mean, a lot of their lineup depends on it. That Crush is actually getting big.
Yeah, it's
And Zeus will not be able to carry a game, after all.
I agree, and that's the issue. We've talked about how the net worth's pretty equal, but bear in mind they've had a Zeus, they've had a Doom, the guy that is king of the early net worth and the mid-game net worth.
Yeah.
So
but I mean, he still should be able to get like really good farm to his name, no matter what. I mean, he has a Shivas coming up really soon, which actually surprised me that he is not going for the blink.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
I mean, it's like huge worth to have, like, just being able to blink in, get the Doom off on the Lycan before he can shapeshift.
2-man smoke gun going in onto McCraw, gonna try and bring him down. He gets that BKB, and all of a sudden it's a turnaround. Gratz on the runaway.
Yeah, but nobody else in danger, and I mean, looking at the fact that the ultimate is down of Lycan, there's not happening too much.
It was just a Zeus up for a BKB charge, and it was a 10-second BKB charge, so I would say worthwhile.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Storm Spirit ultimate is not really that much.
Yeah, that's a pretty generous cooldown if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Like, are there actually any other abilities that have absolutely no cooldown that aren't like some kind of orb effects?
It's a good question.
That's actually a hard question.
I can't think of any.
Maybe some toggles like Rot.
Yeah, I guess you could count that. Here we go, Crush goes in, instantly gets stunned out by the Roar, and instantly falls with the Overgrowth helping. I don't know what's going on with Crush right now.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It may be the pressure, but they are continuing to push up. Earthspike comes out, only connects to a Necro Creep. Zeus kills it and loses half his health.
Well, maybe, Crush was like looking at Cloud9 and thought like, yeah, okay, they have Eternal Envy's disciples, so I'm going to be a disciple of Bone 7. And just like find opportunities to feed where there aren't opportunities to feed.
Just make the opportunities, that's what I like to see.
And I mean, it's still quite a good situation for Rise. Like, they are not hopeless at this point.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Like, all that needs to happen is, like, the Lycan ultimate goes to waste. And what happens then is, like, they can take a fight. Preferably if the ultimate gets to waste with the BKB on. I mean, it's a really short cooldown with 90 seconds at this point, soon to be only 60 seconds, but still, it's something you can look at.
Yeah.
Another huge thing for EED at this point is vision, though. If we look at it, what do they see? Like, they see so deep into the Radiant jungle.
Yeah, they're really manning up, and you can tell that they want a Rax. That's what they need right now. An early Rax to keep the pressure up and to distract Rise from pure farm.
Yep. Architect quite offensive there.
Oh, they jump in, looking for a kill. Silence comes out into the Mystic Flare. Not a great situation to be in. We're getting the Shapeshift. You also get the Roar. Does catch Gratz out, but on the very edge. There's the Blades to bring him down. Whirling Axes do the job. Looking at Lur and Mastermind. Go straight onto Lur. Gonna have to be careful about dodging that stun, and it does do it. Here comes the Zeus up. Mastermind in a horrible situation. He is also going to die. He commits suicide before it can happen. We get the BKB coming out, the TP coming out on Crush, but they cancel it with the Overgrowth. He falls. It's a 4-man wipe for nothing. No buybacks available. A low cooldown onto the Storm Spirit because of the Bloodstone, but he's only got 5 charges left after that. Jakiro pushing the tier 2.
Zeus actually also has the Bloodstone, so he also really fast his respawn.
Yeah.
Honestly though, I see the biggest problem being in the Storm of having a BKB.
Yeah.
I think it would have been worth it. Like, absolutely to get to forget the Bloodstone for a bit and just get the BKB. Like, looking at how much he's countered by the Scarlet Mage at this point.
Yeah, Scarlet Mage is definitely a fatal part of that, but the issue is, does he want to buy that and then still have to deal with the Overgrowth, the Roar, and the Egg?
Well, at least he can get out of the Overgrowth. That's one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the Roar is going to be committed on him anyway. So, I mean, to counter the disables of EED, he'd have to have, like, a Linken's, a BKB, and that's just too much on a Storm Spirit, really. Okay. I mean, yes, if he's, like, the second core, but he's the only core at this point.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
It seems like that's a deadline. Yeah,
they use the shell. They do 4-staff him, though, with the Zeus, which is a nice play, but they've got a lot of slow. Once again, he goes for the TP out. No chance in hell. He just falls. We've also got Lycan wrapping around onto Jakiro. They're tired of the split push. Go for that Yules and TP away like he did last time, and once again, he gets out.
Yeah. I mean, Lycan not too far away from a Super Basher, so they won't really care eternally about it.
Yeah. Sitting on a 4k advantage compared to the net worth of the Storm Spirit as well.
And that's actually a pretty dire situation to be in for the Storm Spirit. Like, as soon as the Abyssal comes out, not even the Linktons could help him against the Disables, because there will always be a Disable ready for him.
Yeah.
On top, Storm being scouted out by the tree.
This could be a big fight. They do get vision of Miranda as well. It also means that they know that they have seen them because they did kill the bird. They don't know the Treant's still around. He's got that Nature's Guise and he can have that all the live long day. We have got people coming in. Another bird scout out. They get the silence onto Miranda. Gratz goes for that out of there. Ice Wall comes, it connects with one, it is on Teddy. They get the Orchid, they drag him down. This is very important. You get the Zeus ultimate, they've brought down the Roarer. There is no big stun now. They also bring down the Skywrath Mage. And thanks to the Jakiro, tier 3s are exposed.
Yeah, on the other hand, like, bottom is being granted by McGraw.
Oh, we get the buyback on the Beastmaster, and yeah, McGraw still going to town on it. Got Gratz coming in. He's got Aegis though. He's also got Shapeshift. He's going to town as Gratz. He gets a bash! Horrible! Does bring him down. Buyback available. Going to town on this melee Rax. Meanwhile, up top, absolutely nothing is happening. They've got the Yules onto the Lycan. Bear in mind that he has committed the ultimate, so if he falls, he may be in trouble, regardless of the Aegis. He does drop. They have stuns to deal with him. The melee barracks has not fallen yet, so he is going to try and retreat. There's the Ice Wall. They're sucking off his mana as well. He's got a lot of health. They do get a nice stun. Teddy tipping in. Doesn't do too much. They got another living armor, but it's already gone because of the ticks. Another Ice Wall secures the kill. It's a wicked streak going the way of Zeus.
Like, really split up fight. Like, we had two different fights going on there. One against the Lycan, one against the Doom. Both died. The Beastmaster seemed to pick up Boots of Travel now, so even more ratting power coming out for EED.
Yeah. He's also looking at picking up the Refresher at some point. He's got the Perseverance already.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really think that EED have a problem with controlling any of the Rise heroes. And normally, you should have the problem, like, being controlled when there's Doom on the field.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really still think that the pickup of the Shiva without the Blink or anything else was not really worth it. I mean, you're looking at how much gold with the Shiva that is like going into its 4.7k. So
it's not great, especially when you factor in the fact that it would be later, but Storm Spirit can go Shivas and get a nice intelligence. Oh, Mastermind falls to the Mystic Flare.
I actually think that the biggest problem with the Shivas is it does nothing against the Lycan.
Yeah.
It is absolutely nothing.
That is a big issue, because he's the one that's messing them up.
Yeah.
Oh, Storm Spirit jumped in, he suicides. He's got 2 Bloodstone charges.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Wrathful being called.
What happened there?
I'm not sure, I missed that completely, I just caught the edge of it.
Yeah, like, I also called him dying, but like...
Oh, McCraw did a nice TP, he activates the Shapeshift as well, and goes straight in onto Crush. Doesn't really care about the Shivas, does keep him down though, and he gets out alive, TP.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's like the power of, like, ratting we see right there. The Lycan just going to town, the wolf is at the door. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's an upsetting situation to be in. I still think he should be prioritising the ranged barracks at this point, because you think about how much they committed to the last one. They lost the Aegis, they lost the Lycan as well, and the melee barracks is nearly finished. They haven't got it in them yet to bring them down with just Lycan alone.
Mm.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
And like that's so much mobility coming out by EED at this point. Like, with all the Boots of Travel, you always have the problem. The moment you lost a fight, you're looking at losing Rex.
Yeah.
Like 2 sets. Because there's always lanes pushed out, and oh wow, Grass barely getting away there from the silence.
Beastmaster about a K away from his Refresher now. TP coming in from the... No, it gets cancelled. They killed the creeps. Was going to be Beastmaster, but not anymore. There's the blink on Doom.
So, finally it happened.
Yeah, we got there eventually. Blink comes in from Tolerate, also gets the Yule Scepter. It was a little bit of a late response, but they did able to get it off in the end, and Gratz just TPs away. Here comes the Overgrowth, and lots of Wolves, lots of pain, Miranda Jais. They could also see the Doom here. They've got the Silence, they've got the Roar, Mystic Flare, another free kill. No buybacks available on either of the heroes, both out for around a minute.
Yeah, the positioning of Doom and the Jacker was really questionable there.
Yeah, there's the Scepter.
I mean, yes, of course they want to split push, but you can't split push against this lineup. You got to get a pick off.
It's
You got
such.
to find someone.
I agree. It's just a horrible situation to be in. I'm not sure what they were doing, and they know that Triumph was pretty close to his Scepter last time they had vision of him. So
Yeah.
look at him now going to town with these. Already got one right on the Roche, but you can see where their priorities are.
Yeah. I mean, like, the biggest problem they have, Rize's lineup currently does everything worse than EEDs. What they're trying to do, like, split push of Rize is weaker. Even, like, the team fight seems, like, way weaker. All they could do is, like, get pick-offs, and they didn't do that for a long time. The last time I can think off the top of my head was like when Storm died on bottom and got 2 kills for it.
Yeah. They need to be doing something differently, really.
I mean, by now, I think that even EED's ganking has become way stronger with all those Boots of Travels and the birds.
Oh yes, 100%. It's look at it, it's ridiculous. Go straight in. Refreshing used by Teddy as well, keeping him pure lockdown. That's that gang potential you're on about.
Yeah. That's one charge, right? Yes.
One charge, that is a horrible situation. Crush Dota taking a bit of a beating, getting some souls put on him as well. There's the egg, committed pretty aggressively, surprised by that, but they're going in for more, giving chase Miranda. Doom did fall to the Skywrath Mage. Zeus is on the retreat, one direction, and on the other we have got a Jakiro who gets caught out with a Yule Scepter. There's the Blades, there's the Silence, there's the Laser, he's dead.
That is Rex.
They also killed Zeus. Wow.
There's no single buyback available.
Zeus just got his with the just natural gold increase, but even so, what's he gonna do?
Yeah. Like,
We've got a minute on Rush.
wait for himself to die again. Like, I can't think of anything he could do. And I mean, like, he's only with the Lion, so...
Yeah. They're going straight in for the bottom barracks here. There comes the Howl, and they will tear through this with the help of others. And of course, you have been able to get a couple of levels into stats now for Lycan as well, so that will do a little bit more of a difference. They're going to back away. Okay.
That's a curious... Yeah, well, I guess Rize is respawning, so...
Yeah, that's the play, isn't it? Wait for Roche.
Yeah. Don't take any risks. They have, like, the control of the game for several minutes now. I'm actually surprised, like... The Storm Spirit went from 6-0-0 to 10-7-1.
He did a lot, and it made a big impact, but it's like you were saying earlier, he's not the guy that's meant to be carrying at this point in. It's meant to be this Doom doing what he can and making the impact. Storm Spirit's done his job very well. And here comes the Zeus ultimate. They do get the Mystic Flare bringing down the Lion. We're zipping around on Gratz as well. Teddy's pretty damn low. He is going to drop. McCraw's activated his BKB. Crush is going to fall pretty soon. But the Ice Wall comes out. They're going to try and keep him alive. Lincoln's does eat up the Abyssal Blade by the looks of it. They get a silence onto grass. There comes the Roar. And they're going to try and keep it down. We got the buyback from the Beastmaster for that, but it was worth it. Mastermind still stuck up on the top. They bring down Crush, but he was able to pick up a kill onto the Skywrath Mage. Dominating spree going his way. Mastermind does not want to give away his position right here, but he forced staff down, tried to stay alive, getting chased by the Treant. He's going to be alright. although they could use the overgrowth fairly soon. It depends on the cooldown, 30 seconds. The Dagon comes out onto the Phoenix. They commit the egg. Mastermind's still on the run. During all of this, Lycan's been able to go ahead and pick up the Aegis, and the cheese has been dropped as well. Jakiro is there. They use the Yule Scepter. Just the support's giving chase. The Ice Wall comes out. There's the finger. They could go for more. The Earth Spike, everything they've got. Teddy has got cheese and is diving in. You've also got McCraw with the Aegis. Shapeshift now available. Going to go ahead and use that straight away. Continuing to give chase. Mastermind is going to fall here. It took one hit, and they're looking at more. Abyssal Blade onto the Jakiro. We get the buyback from the Zeus. It's a double kill for McCraw. Once again, they come back to the racks, and these two guys are not going to be able to defend it. There goes one. Here comes two, and they could look at 3 and 4 in the middle lane.
Wow, this was a quite a long team fight. Like the chase going down from the Roche pit and the whole Roche fight. I mean, they even bought the time for McGraw there to Roche in peace.
Yeah, that was very important because, yeah, he was involved in it, but when they were chasing, they were fighting around Lycan, and having Roche is huge. It's huge.
Yeah, and I mean, if we look
comes
at
the blink. Oh, lovely roar to Crushed Out, keeping him locked down again. Another Zeus Hawk comes out, but it only gets people low, and they aren't too worried about that with Aegis and She's available on 2 of their heroes. GG is being called. Grat is zipping around trying to do what he can, but that is it. Doom has left the game. He's had enough, and EED will be the winners of the UGC Grand Final Best of 5. 3-1. Very well played by both teams.
So, if we look at this game, like, what could have been done differently for them to make it? I'm like, I think this was the first game where we can actually say it was a total outplay.
Yeah. Well, from the very start, we weren't convinced on the Doom pickup. I don't think, in this meta as well, he is not a very strong guy. But when you look at the lockdown they've got anyway, he wasn't doing that much.
Yeah. I mean, it was like all about, if you have Doom, you need to get the Lycan before he can shapeshift. And that's what I said in the draft, and I think that is what needed to happen. In terms of the whole series, like, Rize took the first game, then rotated their lanes. Like, in the first game, Lair was their offlaner, Mastermind was in the safe lane, and Gross was on the on mid. And it seemed like to work out way better for them. And I think if they just stayed in that lineup, like, it might have worked better. Like, even Grass on Storm Spirit seemed way more secure than on Luna, or what was the other hero he had?
Racking my brain, I can't think of it.
Yeah, well, in the second game he also didn't perform too solid. Here on Storm Spirit he had a really good game again, but
yeah,
again, that's like a typical mid hero, and it seemed like he didn't feel well on the heroes he was given in the safe lane.
Yeah, it wasn't the best for him.
Yeah. I think, like, if they went back to the draft from the first game, or not to the draft, but like the style they played in, it might have worked better for them than in game 2, 3, and 4. And, well, looking at this, we have a champion with EED.
Yeah, they played very well. And thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for following the stream, all of that good stuff. Thank you to Frozor, who's been casting all of the games but this last best of 5 for certain reasons. You can follow him at Twitter at FrozorDota if you want to go ahead and support him. And where can they find you, my friend?
Well, best find me on just on Twitch. Like, read my name. I'm sure you got it somewhere. Stefl1505 on stream, and yeah.
Yeah, it's on the screen now. You can find it on the screen now. And
nice.
If you want to hear more from me, you can follow me at QuestTextDota on Twitter. Thanks for joining us, guys. It's been a real blast to bring you this best of 5, and might see you again someday.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.